Today we're at Pure Mushrooms at Woodcroft, just a short drive north of Willunga. Going to hear from Kalisha and learn about the family history of growing mushrooms for the Rogers family and what they're bringing to the Willunga Farmers Market.
After we fill these boxes with your compost, and we get what's called our first flush. Yeah. And so all the mushrooms come up, and then as you can see, all the various sizes here. The pickers usually will go around and they'll pick your bigger mushrooms. Yeah. So anything sort of these sort of sizes. They'll go and pick them first, and then they'll do a second pick, and then they'll come back and pick, because they'll double their size every 24 hours. Once you go past, pick all the medium buttons, and then you go through the row, come back, and then you'll pick those that size again. All the smaller ones will be a bit bigger.
You being a helper.
Oh, thanks, mate. You're going to eat it? Oh, okay. We'll pick these first flush for about a week, and then at the end of the week, you clear it off. Clean all the mushrooms off, water it. We have 25 growing rooms. We also have where you can pick up compost from the farm, like trailer loads and things like that.
Mm-hmm. And I saw bags out the front.
Yeah. And the smaller gardens.
Do you ever get asked for people at the market to one of our
occasionally, yeah. You know, I just give them the phone number for the mushroom farm, and you know, they can come down and pick it up from there. We started doing the market a few years after we took over in 2006. I was still at school, so it was more of a thing for my brother and I as a bit of pocket money type thing, and we've sort of, on the weekends, and we're sort of
stuck with it ever since.
I know, I have, and you know what, I'm very grateful for it. It's been very good. Yeah. And I don't think I see myself not doing it anymore. Just the relationships you make with everyone. Absolutely. It's just like, it's literally like my second family. White mushrooms would probably tend to sell about 90 kilos. Swiss browns probably about 50 to 60 kilos, and there's always a big demand for the Swiss browns. Probably do with throwing some more on board occasionally, because everyone's asking for them. So the first one was the first flush, so that's your first crop. And then these ones, so last week they would have been picked down to nothing on the bed, and then this is the second growth that's come up.
And is there a difference in that, like, do you get more in the first flush or
So
it's a bit of a...
so the yield diminishes over how many crops that you do. Yeah. And you can sort of see that they're just a bit more spaced out. They double their size every 24 hours, so they'll grow tomorrow. You sort of pick them, and then you clean it off and start again. And then we do 3 and then empty. So these are the Swiss browns. We don't get as many mushrooms with the Swiss, like the yield is significantly lower. That's why the price of them is dearer.
Doing that extra effort of being at the market, so that connection to the customer that's going to,
I love it. And it's funny because a lot of people come up and say, they're just like, oh, we didn't get your mushrooms last week and we had to go and buy the inferior supermarket ones, and they're just not the same. The mushrooms that I take to the farmers market were picked the day before. I go and load the van on a Friday afternoon. I'm down the market Saturday morning. So you're literally eating mushrooms that have just been picked.
What's your favourite tips for making them last if you don't eat them all on Saturday afternoon or Saturday night?
Just in the paper bag in the fridge. Plastic will tend to make them sweat and go slimy.
So for your top mushroom recipes, head to puremushrooms.com.au and you'll get some great inspiration of what to create with them, or stick with your trusty favourites, your stroganoffs, pizzas. Lots about white mushrooms, Swiss brown mushrooms, seen them growing here. It's been really interesting, so if you like your mushrooms fresh, then the place to get them is the Willunga Farmers Market every Saturday morning from 8 until 12, and we'd love to see you there, and so would Kalisha.